for Paul Perkins. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down, Webb. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. In motion goes the tight end. Time running out here on the play clock. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on third and long. Webb. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on fourth down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Preston Brown, the linebacker. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Set! Blue 90! Blue 90! Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit!
Here's Perkins on first down. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12.
Hurry up, here we go! Back 99, Philly, here we go! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, gone! Gone, Leopard! Leopard!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting... This inside the 30. And now a first down following that long gain. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to the 25. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One of the things that I observed when Dante Fowler was coming out in the NFL draft, how hard he played the game. Every time I turned on a tape, he was either rushing the passer, making a play, or making a play in space against a ball downfield, or hustling from one sideline to the other. How about that play right there? Making a nice tackle, holding it to a short gain.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked by Darian Thompson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this one across the 20, but only up to about the 21. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Anderson. And Robinson with a big catch. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Running off tackle left, Fournette. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Now Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Anderson. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On 1st and 10, Anderson. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Now Anderson. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this 1st quarter. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. Past the 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Giants.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Anderson throwing after the interception. A throw left side complete to his receiver Westbrook. And a nice gain of 21 yards. To Fournette, and this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Anderson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Operating from the gun, Anderson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown. And this one, they help force another incompletion.
This is taken at about the 14. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Flushed out right. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
To throw on second down, Webb. And he's going to be out of bounds at the 39. Well, sometimes when you try to defend OBJ, you're going to get a PI call.
You might get a PI called at just about any point during his route. And I think a lot of teams have taken the whole philosophy of, hey, just go ahead and do what you have to do and hope eventually they'll quit calling it. But not in this case. They dropped the flag for the pass interference.
Now let's go. Blue 90.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first down, back to Perkins. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. They'll send the big tight end in motion right. Looking to throw on second down. Webb. He's going to fire one deep over them. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go now. Green. No. Check. Patriot.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first.
Detroit. Over. Let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
On the ground, this is Ware. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Easy work. It's easy work, and it's coming again. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run again with Ware. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Rosas puts this one through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's something that there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Anderson now to throw again. Robinson's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. B.J. Goodson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. To throw is Anderson. To throw on 2nd down. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's a give to Fournette. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check, Patriot.
Here's Anderson operating from the gun. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 3rd and 4.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Jaguars on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Anderson. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. So on is Jason Myers. He's hit from as long as 58 in his career. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 17-yard line. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run.
Let's go. Patriot. Philly. Here we go.
The final shot before break. Webb will let it go deep for Beckham. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? This is taken at the 3. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. And now out come the Giants. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Perkins. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Webb now under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, third and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
What will Webb try to do here after the sack as he brings his guys up third and long?
Detroit. Set. Green. Back 99 Philly. Here we go. Over. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Watch him now, Barney. Detroit.
The play clock's running down. Throwing on third and long. Webb. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
This is taken at the 23. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
Now Anderson going to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Fournette running right. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go now. Green 39.
Anderson looking to throw on 2nd down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
Here's Brad Nordman now as he's on to punt for Jacksonville. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. And New York set to take the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Here's Webb. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They were looking to find space there for Paul Perkins.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah,
Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Avery Jones coming up the middle, gets him there for a loss of about 9. A play fake, now Webb. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, that play typifies what we've seen from the offense all day long. They've had no success getting things going. I think for the offensive coordinator, he's got to go to that side of the play sheet that says try something different, try some specials, something they haven't seen all day to try and get this offense kick-started.
In motion, Safarian Jenkins. On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a third and about 9 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's third and 9. Back to throw. Anderson. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a fourth down situation.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And Myers able to knock it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So after the pick, they can't capitalize for 6, but they do get 3.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give that defense a lot of credit, taking it over in a sudden change situation and shutting them down.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And New York set to take the field. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
To throw on second down, Webb. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that takes us from second to third down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. And they'll send the tight end in motion. On third down, Webb. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Darren Lee with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Here's Brad Wing now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taking it about the 36. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Anderson now. Throwing on first down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
They'll toss it to Fournette. And some room to work. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
Well, so much for him being bottled up throughout the day. Finally finds a way to break through and get a really nice gain. The defense had felt great about what they had going. Now they've got to turn their attention to getting it back in that direction. Can they bottle him up again? Because I'd say after that run, confidence is pretty high for him.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. Looking to throw. Anderson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. The Jaguars on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Anderson. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I guess they're thinking their hands were tied, but in the 4th quarter, that field goal, it really might not help them much at all.
Yeah, I mean, you still need a touchdown. Another field goal does you no good, so it'll be interesting to see what the media reaction is if the score stays where it is.
The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Second down, Perkins. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. The Giants on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Play clock winding down. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. To throw on third down. Webb. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. And he's got room. And a solid run down inside the 30. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
2nd down following the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. So quick on the spin.
He's spinning, man.
And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down now after the pass completion. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
They come out here in the eye. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
2nd and goal as the offense looks to try to punch it in. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Allen. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hurns, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Blue, land it. Blue, land it. Over. No.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on. 3rd down. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And the wideout in motion. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Jalen Ramsey came into the NFL with one consistent universal knock, if you want to call it that, and that's ball skills. During his career at Florida State, just 3 total interceptions. Doesn't look like he doesn't have ball skills to me with that late-game interception that may have sealed things.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Jaguars, it's a 10th win on the year as they move to 10-3. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Giants, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from East Rutherford.
go.